Ta-da! The tiny diesel heater for the Vardo. I think I'm ready to put this on. I've been getting a lot of good input from you folks on just how to do it, and so I'm going to mount it on the back part of the Vardo. I've been taking measurements. I'm going to assemble it over on a table over there and make sure everything fits. I know exactly, pretty much exactly, I'm going to put marks on here of where this is going to mount. I think, where are we? I don't think yet. I'm getting there to the point where I think it's going to be mounted here, and the hot air duct is going to enter somewhere in over here. I'm going to put a bracket underneath to mount this, but I'm doing a kind of a dry layout over there on a table, and I'm going to put all the parts together so that I make sure it works before I start drilling holes and so on in the Vardo. So let's go over and check this out. Yeah, I have a table right here. I'm going to put all the hieroglyphics from the Vardo onto this board, and so then I can place it exactly where I want it. So I'll see if I can get you a closer angle on that. The bottom right here actually represents the bottom of the wall plywood out on the Vardo, and this is going to be mounted right here. Will be 8 inches up. I'm going to make a bracket using angle iron. I'll take 2 of them so it can mount right to the wall, and so it'll be set out away from the wall as well, just to orient ourselves, you or me or all of us. This represents the center of the Vardo. This represents the bottom of the plywood on the Vardo back. So this, there's going to be a mark. I'll make that mark. I've got to get that measurement. Hold on. I got a measurement. This represents the center of the Vardo. I think I've said that. The vent inlet needs to be 14 inches to the center of the pipe. I'll put a line in a C. So I'm going to be cutting at some point the hole for the vent pipe, the duct, to go through the Vardo right there. That will put it inside, up off the floor, and it'll be in the right spot when it gets there. So the first thing that I want to do is build this framework, and we'll actually temporarily attach it to this. So I'll get some measurements with an angle iron, and we shall begin. First one, 8 inches. I want it up off, so I'm going to use one of my favorite tools. I will basically be making 2 sets of triangles that will attach under the motor. So I made a mark here at 8 inches. Safety glasses on, of course, eh? There's one. I'm lining this up so that I make sure on both sides the holes line up, so that when I come in with the other piece, they'll be the same on each side. Muy importante, as I say. I don't know if anybody else says that. Okay, right there. This was one of my favorite tools. I need to cut a piece that will be for this length, and I want it to set out away from the wall, maybe 2 inches. So that puts it at 8.5. I'm going to go with 9 inches on that one. And again, I want the holes to line up when coming out. So just line these up. We'll start down here this time. Okay. Ta-da, and ta-da. So now I just need the diagonal piece. There. And all that left over. Woohoo! How long could it take, they say? So, yeah. So, my mess over there, you know, see that? See the mess? It's still there, along with Kaya. There are a lot of nuts and bolts and screws. Well, guess what? I didn't have the size I needed, so I had to go to the lumberyard. So that's a half an hour. I did line up. I got the correct socket, got the correct wrench to do these. You know how it is. I mean, it's like plumbing. Yeah, I'm just going to change this faucet. It should take 15 minutes or half an hour. 5 trips to the lumberyard, blah, 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 blah. So, okay, done whining. Let's put this thing together, if I can remember. So we had that. Where's the third piece? It's over here. Yeah, you end up lugging stuff around because you need to make things work. So I may have to whittle on this a little, this angled one, to get it to fit in there well. But to start, I'm going to put these two together. Just like that. There, okay. Like so. I've used a square to make sure this is square. Perfect. Verify that again. Perfect. Okay. One, and now I'll put the other one together, and then we're underway. And the next problem. So I have these ready to mount. The problem being now is these holes are too small, so I've got to go drill all 4 of those out. So, of course, these are not SAE, not regular wrenches, they're metric. So I had to use my adjustable metric again. I know I used that a little while ago on another project. So I'll remove these, then I'll go drill on the drill press, make those holes bigger. There, after 20 minutes, I was able to drill the 4 holes because, let's go over and take a look over at the drill press. So Kaya was very interested in what's over here that I haven't had a chance to clean up on this side. And this should have been the giveaway, right? I mean, look at that. There were mice, there were 2 mice there, baby ones, and 1 there. And there was a bunch more inside. There was like 6 or 8 of them. So I caught most of them. I don't know where the others are. I'll do something with them outside. And I cleaned most of that out in order to just drill 4 holes. 10 minutes later. Okay, back over here. And so now I'm going to mount this. See, make sure I get this right. I have to mount this with it not mounted to this. So like that. And I want it all the way out so that there's space from the wall. This is kind of like an erector set. Pretty cool. Okay, so I have this one set on there. This one needs to go right there. Ta-da! Boy, that looks pretty doggone good. Okay. Now, so based on outside, this is going to sit flush to the bottom of the plywood. So now I'm going to mount this back onto the motor. Will it fit? Good. Okay, that's on. So I'll tighten these 4 nuts back on, and then next step. So nowhere in the book, this detailed instruction book, instruction book, that's the only page of like a diagram that shows these. This shows other models, but it doesn't show how far the tank, the fuel tank, should be above the motor, the engine. So I guess you guess. So this is above. This is the pulse fuel pump. I'm going to mount it at a 45-degree angle. It has a cushion, a rubber bushing thing that goes around this, and I've had to find a bolt to secure it. But I'll have that down somewhere down below here. And this is the fuel line that somebody recommended I use. So I'm going to cut that. Let's see. I have this mounted where this would be representative of the center of the Vardo. There's a pencil mark there. So this is secured there. So if I do that, I want to leave a little bit of a loop. Right there, looks pretty doggone good. This goes on there really hard. It went on hard here. I had to go buy, I bought these instead of these because these don't go over this line, especially once you add it onto the, go over this. Can't get it on there. So I have to tighten that on. These do work. I was able to tighten that one, so it's good and snug. Now if I can get, put this on first. After much sputtering and fussing, I did get it onto the engine. All right, so now this one this one goes on a little easier. There we go. Good. Okay, we're all connected. Let's go out and mount it to the Vardo. And once again, how hard could this be? Ugh. I'm just doing a temporary sheetrock screw to hold it in place. I don't think this weighs 5 pounds, so we're not dealing with a lot of weight. All right. A lot of you folks had mentioned before I had it mounted like this, and I knew that it was not allowing a lot of the fuel to be used because it was so high. So, but anyway, I agree wholeheartedly that this is the way it should go. So I'm going to go. This needs to be at a 45. I'll put that like that. And I want to get some distance so that we're not spilling fuel on the engine. Good. All mounted. Now we'll get this. Okay. I'll need to put a protector here. Maybe some rubber or something. So in case with the vibrating, I don't want it, that's a kind of a sharp edge. I don't want it to slice that. That's good. So, all right. Now I'm going to cut a hole through for the duct. I set it there because that's my center mark, approximately. It's not real critical. And I drew a line around. Alrighty, good. Perfect. Then there's a clamp that will mount to that. I'll put spray foam in there. Let me get this clamp. Put this stainless steel clamp on here. Good, good, good. All right, I'm going to mount the exhaust tube. Put that up on there. All right, so it's still just a little bit loose. I got a better socket. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, and now over here is the inlet, air inlet. Let's do it that way. Okay. This is the inlet, air inlet filter. Good. Then we'll put the muffler on. Get a muffler on there. It doesn't say inlet or outlet. It looks like it's just straight through. This is a mounting bracket that I'll put on here on the building. So I'll put the muffler on just flat, so to speak. Good. Nice and snug. Non-magnetic. You gotta love that. Try it one more time. Okay. All right, you asked for it. I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna do it like that. Okay, so I'll mount that. And then there's a mount for the muffler as well. Slide that over. This stretches some, you can pull it. I wanted to get it out away from the pulse pump. Okay, so that's fixed. That's good. That's all connected. And here's the last little bit of thing to do. There. Good, all fixed. So that's down away from the exhaust will point down now. It'll blow out that away. Feeling good about this. So the only other thing is to hook up the electronics and buy some diesel. And we'll try this bad boy out on the next video. Next though, we had a guest appearance that came and helped do a little bit of painting. Let's see what that's all about. And I'm probably also going to paint the front door another color. I guess I'm going to, I opened up one can of paint thinking I might use that. But it's I just don't know what colors to use, you know? If only we had the colorologist here. That would be great.
Hey!
Oh, what?
What are you doing? What are you doing here?
Oh, this is terrible
Oh
acting.
my gosh!
Oh my, who is
What
this?
are you doing here?
Who is this?
How did I get here?
It's one of my favorite people in the earth.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
so we have been talking and throwing colors about, not really throwing them, talking about different colors. So I primed the door. Isn't she beautiful? She looks like me a lot. Anyway, we painted the door. I painted the door, primed it this color. And she said she actually likes this color for the door. So is that the final answer, colorologist?
The final answer for now.
She's not the mixologist, she's the colorologist.
Colorology.
So today I have her for just a little bit. She was willing to help out. And you're going to color the trim on the back, paint the color, paint the trim on the back. So we'll go out back and do that. What am I going to do?
You're gonna stand there and tell me I'm doing a good job.
I'm going to stand there and tell her she's doing a good job. So let's go out back and we'll do some painting. So we're going to go paint. And
Love you.
hey, you know, there's one thing that Lauren and I do. We'll do this countdown and then we see if we can hit the same tone as each other. So we go like 3, 2, 1. You didn't do it.
Try again.
Okay, one more time. 3, 2, 1. Go.
You gotta say E.
Oh, E is we say E. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
E.
We got it. Off. That was off. Okay, one more time. This is an important video, so I don't want to take a lot of time. But 3, 2, 1. E.
I can't do it on video.
Oh, no, we
Okay.
can't do it. Okay, so she's going to painting. I actually am going to work on trim.
There we go.
I already cut this side. Hopefully it still fits. I cut it, I don't know, like 3 weeks ago. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Perfect.
That was
one of the better ones.
harmonized.
Wow. Okay. Okay, she's going to paint. I'm going to trim.
Even if it's like a plastic cup or something. What is that? Is that a can? Wait. Oh, that's a sink?
Yeah.
That's fancy. Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing.
The sun will come out.
Tomorrow.
I might as well shut that off, right?
And if you eat a sandwich tomorrow, you'll be fine. Whoa, not Pujo.
Pujo?
Pujo. A whole package right there.
Yeah.
And Gugon at the same time.
Huh?
And Gugon at the same time.
Gugon and Pujo.
You know it. The video's off, right?
No, it's still playing.
Oh, hello. Welcome back to our program.
Brush, please.
Today,
Brush, please.
we will be...
Thank you. I decided to leave it on in case you came up with something clever. Which you didn't.
Did
Okay.
I? Or didn't I?
3, 2, 1.
Hey.
Hey, not bad. Look at this. 2 of us working on this building.
Crazy.
Three, two, one. Wow, that was perfect.
Whoa.
We could go on America's Got Information. We can't use the real name because of copy. Oh. Okay, so she distracted me. As you can see, that is too long. Pencil. So I got that perfect, and now I've got these two lined up where I want it. If it just stay there. I'll just scribe a line across there, and then I can cut that off.
Did you say describe a line?
I did not say describe.
What did you say?
Prescribe. Prescribe. Oh, wow. Just take a little off the toe. I usually call that, the heel. The heel and the toe, like it's your foot. Except your heel's back here. Why do they call it that? Take some off the little toe, not the big toe. Oh, nothing like a paintbrush bristle. Well, I ran out of gas and diesel. I guess we don't have diesel. This looks really nice. I am going to make something to cover all of this with a little like a shed roof kind of thing that comes down. I may leave the bottom just open. It doesn't really need to be closed. I don't think traveling is going to be a big deal, like for moisture shooting up in here. So that's my plan. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video of finally getting this in. I haven't even looked inside to see where this duct goes, but I'm pretty sure I will have to extend it because it's going to be under the bed at that point. So it's got to go a little bit further. So next video, I'll try to get the electronics all hooked up, get it working. Pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. See you later. Hey, leave a comment, hit the like button, tap the bell, share it. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. All right. See you later. Thanks. Let's go home, Kaya. You ready?